The League of Nations was established in the aftermath of World War I as an international organization to promote peace and prevent future war. It was founded on the principle of collective security, in which member nations agreed to work together to protect each other from aggression. However, the League's early years were marked by several failures, including its inability to prevent the rise of Nazi Germany and the outbreak of World War II. In this article, we will explore the reasons behind the League's failure and examine some of its key moments. The idea behind the League of Nations. The League of Nations was established at the Paris Peace Conference in 1919, following the end of World War I. Its purpose was to prevent future wars by encouraging cooperation among nations and providing a platform for peaceful resolution of disputes. The League was based on the idea of collective security, in which member nations agreed to work together to prevent any one country from becoming too powerful or aggressive. The League was founded with 42 member states, including the United States, Britain, France, Italy, and Japan. Its headquarters were established in Geneva, Switzerland, and it was led by a council composed of representatives from the major member states. The League's early years. In its early years, the League was successful in resolving several international disputes, including the Åland Islands dispute between Sweden and Finland in 1921 and the Corfu crisis between Italy and Greece in 1923. The League also established the Permanent Court of International Justice in 1920, which was intended to provide a forum for peaceful resolution of disputes between nations. However, the League was also marked by several early failures. In 1920, it was unable to prevent the Polish-Soviet War, which resulted in the annexation of several territories by Poland. The League was also unable to prevent the Japanese invasion of Manchuria in 1931 and the Italian invasion of Abyssinia in 1935. One of the League's major weaknesses was its lack of enforcement mechanisms. While member states were required to respect the League's decisions, there was no way to enforce those decisions if a member state refused to comply. This made it difficult for the League to prevent aggressive acts by member states. Another weakness of the League was its exclusion of major powers, particularly the Soviet Union and the United States. Without the participation of these major powers, the League lacked the necessary influence and resources to effectively promote peace and prevent war. The League and the rise of Nazi Germany. Perhaps the most significant failure of the League was its inability to prevent the rise of Nazi Germany and the outbreak of World War II. In 1933, Germany withdrew from the League, citing the failure of the major powers to disarm as required by the Treaty of Versailles. The League was unable to prevent Germany from rearming or to prevent its annexation of Austria and Czechoslovakia. The League's inability to prevent German aggression was due in part to its lack of enforcement mechanism and the exclusion of major powers. However, it was also due to the reluctance of member states to take decisive action against Germany, particularly Britain and France, who were hesitant to confront Germany militarily. The failure of the League to prevent World War II led to its eventual collapse. In 1946, it was replaced by the United Nations, which was founded with the goal of promoting international cooperation and preventing future war. The League of Nations was founded with the noble goal of promoting peace and preventing future war. While it was successful in resolving several international disputes in its early years, its inability to prevent the rise of Nazi Germany and the outbreak of World War II was a major failure. The League's weaknesses, including its lack of enforcement mechanisms and the exclusion of major powers, contributed to its failure. However, the League's legacy